Hi, this is Dr. Ivan Misner, founder of BNI with ivanmisner.com, and I'm here with a longtime friend and an amazing author, Michael E. Gerber. Michael, welcome to the ivanmisner.com blog.
I'm absolutely delighted, Evan, and it has been a long, long time.
It has. I don't know if you remember, but our very first meeting was actually at my lake house up in Big Bear, and we had a blast at the lake house. That was great.
I
Well,
don't
listen,
remember that.
I'll send you some photos. It was a lot of fun. That was probably 15, 20 years ago that we met up at the lake house. So
Yeah.
anyway, you are working on a project that I think is really amazing. And it is something that I think more people should know about. And it's the dreaming room. So Michael, tell my followers here, what is the dreaming room?
Well, the Dreaming Room is an entrepreneurial incubator. As you know, all the years I've devoted to my e-myth work,
Yeah.
people ask me, is the Dreaming Room the same as the e-myth? And the actuality, it's very much different
Yeah.
than the e-myth. Because the e-myth is about going to work on your business and getting to work and doing all the right things in the right way.
Yeah. The
The
systems, the
dreaming room,
structure, the operations, get working on them, those things, right?
you got it.
Yeah.
The dreaming room is about the inspiration that creates a company in the very first place, which is most often absent in most small businesses.
Yeah.
And as you know, over the past half century, my work has been devoted to the transformation of small business worldwide.
Yeah.
And we have worked with millions of small companies. And the devastating fact underlying those millions of small companies, Ivan, is that they're jobs for the people who create them.
Yeah.
And all they're doing is working in that job, and struggling to the point where the vast majority of them, and I don't say that in a deprecating way, I say that in simply a factual way, the
Yeah.
vast majority of small businesses fail.
Yeah. Well,
They'll
that's
never
statistically a fact. No question about it.
actually,
Yeah.
yeah. And so my job has been to change that.
Yeah.
And the E Myth was designed and built and launched and grown to change that.
And
But
that's kind of
one
a prequel to what you're doing now, though, isn't it?
an absolute prequel to what
But
I'm doing now.
now I want to hear more about that. But before we do, this is the E-Myth. I happen to have a copy of the book here with me. And this is the 25th anniversary edition where I was honored enough to be asked by you to do the foreword for the 25th anniversary edition. It's a great book, but this is a great program that you're working on now, the Dreaming Room. So tell us more. What are the core components of the Dreaming Room?
Well, the core components of the dreaming room are really built upon what I call the eightfold path, and the eightfold path of an entrepreneur. And the eightfold path of an entrepreneur is the dreamer, the thinker, the storyteller, the leader, the designer, the builder, the launcher, the grower. You're a dreamer, you're a thinker, you're a storyteller, you're a leader, you're a designer, you're a builder, you're a launcher, and you're a grower. Otherwise, BNI never would have happened.
Well, I certainly know that BNI wouldn't have been as successful without your book because I used it as a blueprint for what I did with BNI. Do you think people, entrepreneurs, need to develop all eight of those?
Absolutely. And
Okay.
understand, I don't believe entrepreneurs have to develop all eight of them. Entrepreneurs have all of those eight.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Fair enough.
small business owners that don't. And so we got to discriminate between what we're calling entrepreneurs and what we call small business owners. Most people believe that small business owners are entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
and the vast majority aren't.
Well, at least they're not acting like it.
Well, they're not acting like it because they're not.
Yeah.
In short, what I mean to say is an entrepreneur is a completely unique personality. You possess, and I'm saying this to you, not in a way of flavor making. I'm simply saying they live at the heart of you and at the heart of BNI. BNI is a creation. It's creation that was grown to realize a dream.
Yeah.
And that dream was realized through a vision. And that vision was actualized through a purpose. And that purpose through a mission, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Couldn't have happened without that. And I'm saying my job now in this following E-Myth history of mine
Yeah.
is to literally wake that up in every single small business owner on the planet. And even more important, in every startup before it starts up on the planet.
Yeah, I can see
So
that.
that's what the
So,
dream.
and so
That's what the
who
dream
is
is all about.
are these the people that the dreaming room is for? Is there any?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. What I call the smallest of the small. Now it could be mid-market, it could even be large. I've got managers, I've got executives, I've got all kinds of people who participate in the dreaming room. But primarily, my central demographic model consumer is the smallest of the small, the
Yeah.
startup, the little guy, the one doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it. The vast majority of people who you serve in BNI.
Yeah, they tend to be on the smaller side or employees who work for large companies. But yeah, yeah, and professionals. Listen, I've got a lot of great feedback from people who've been in the dreaming room, mostly BNI members who've reached out to me. And these are people that are feeling maybe unfulfilled, they're feeling stuck, they want to reconnect with their original purpose. I think those are all things that your dreaming room training or coaching program is doing, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And in fact, what it does and why I'm so excited about it and why we have spent so much money the last decade in the development and testing and refinement of it is because it has such a profound, purposeful impact upon the participants who go through it. They walk through it and they say, Holy, I can't believe we just did that, Michael. I cannot believe what you just brought me to. I cannot believe what I just discovered in going through this process. And that's exciting, as you can well imagine.
So, I would say holy bad word rather than what you said, but that's all right. That's all right. We won't edit you. So what's the format? And first of all, one or two other things. Well, no, let me start with the format, but it's rare that on my blog, I really promote any particular training program. I generally don't do that. I provide educational content. I think your content is so great. I want members of BNI, I want the public to know about this program and to, if they are so inclined to take this program, because I've had so many positive things sent to me about it. So tell us all what the format of the program is for the Dreaming Room.
Okay. There's really two components to the Dreaming Room. I call it Dreaming Room 1 and Dreaming Room 2. Think of those as one thing instead of two. And in Dreaming Room 1 and 2, we pursue the conversation about the dream, the vision, the purpose, the mission, the job, the practice, the business, the enterprise. What constitutes a dream, a vision, et cetera, and so forth. And we engage in that actively. And so we start out with a 12-week process, 90 minutes each week, to engage my audience, which typically about 22 participants actively in the dreaming room. I engage them to discover their dream, their vision, their purpose, their mission, their job, their practice, and to discover them and then to converse about them and then to argue about them and then to come to the realization about what a true dream, a true vision, et cetera, and so forth in an entrepreneurial context actually means. And so what happens in that process is I awaken the entrepreneur within them.
Right. Now, this was
And that's
originally a live in-person workshop. It's now online. Is that correct? Or do you do both?
absolutely. No, it was a 3-day intense workshop. And we now have transferred it to an online series.
which really opens it up to people worldwide, which I think is good.
Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody, anywhere. That's what's so exciting about it. It's turnkey. It's absolutely spectacular. And my enthusiasm in this, my 89th year, but creating something absolutely great.
Yeah.
As you well know, because you've lived it all these years, to create something absolutely great, even at this stage of my life, or I might say, especially at this stage of my life, says to every single person we're talking to, and you can do it too.
And you can do it too. Absolutely. Now, as I understand it, people can take the program for their own business, but they can also take the program to become a facilitator of your material. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And desired.
And desired. And is that additional? I'm assuming that's additional training. They take your basic training and they get sort of train the trainer material.
Yeah, well, they go to the dreaming room, and then I walk them through a dreaming room with them sitting with me.
Got it.
And then they do one, me sitting with them.
Got it.
And
Well,
then it takes shape.
We're almost out of time. Why is it so impactful, do you believe, this particular program?
Well, it's because this year there'll be over 5 million companies started in America. Last year, 5.4 million companies were started in America. The year before that, the year before that. Why this time? Because it's too late. Meaning millions upon millions upon millions of those startups go out of business.
Yeah.
Every year. You know that.
I know
that.
Know that.
We know that. It's got to stop. And so, if in fact my dream, which was my dream in 1977, when I founded my first company, the Michael Thomas Corporation, my dream was to transform the state of small business worldwide. That dream is identically the same, but it's preceded by to transform the state of entrepreneurship worldwide. And by transforming the state of entrepreneurship worldwide, we'll transform the state of small business worldwide. And by transforming the state of small business worldwide, get it, we'll transform the state of economic development worldwide. And there couldn't be a more profoundly important time for doing that.
I couldn't agree more, Michael. I agree completely, and I'm a product of what you have taught in the past. There will be a link in this blog that you can click on to go get more information on Michael's program. I highly recommend it. I have had nothing but positive feedback from the people who have taken the program, so I urge people to do it. Michael, you have impacted my life. And you have impacted millions of people around the world, including the ripple effect of the entrepreneurs who have done what you said, and then the impact that they've had on the people around them and around them and around them and the families. You've absolutely impacted millions. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being part of IvanMisner.com. Any last thing you want to say?
Ivan, I love you. I've loved working with you over these years. I've been profoundly impacted by the work you've done and how you've done it with such sincerity and determination, despite all of the resistance.
Sometimes there was, yes.
Believe me. And despite the mistakes we all make.
Yeah.
You persisted. I love that. And I love being with you. And we'll be together for years come.
Well, I love you too, Michael. And I am really looking forward to hearing more feedback about what a great program the Dreaming Room is from all the people who take it. Again, everyone, it will be in a link right here on this video blog. Michael, thank you so much for being on. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you, folks. See you all soon. Bye-bye.